Hi, we're looking at caring for children assessment task 2 case studies today. This is a really straightforward assessment. As it says under the assessment description, you need to read each of the case studies and then you need to answer all the questions that are within it. This case study assessment really will be relying on the knowledge that you have gained in your classroom sessions that you've undertaken and also your online sessions as well. However, there are some documents that will help you complete the case studies. Those are the National Quality Standards, the Education and Care National Regulations, and the Big Picture textbook would also help you with this case study. Once you're ready to start, you go to Preview Quiz, and straight away you'll see that there's 10 case studies. You see that at the top here. So you need to make your way through those case studies. Again, with case studies, it's really important that you read them thoroughly, that you make sure you gather all the information before you start supplying your answer down the bottom in the text boxes. I will actually go to a couple of questions on this case study to give you some pointers and guidance. So for the first one, case study 1, it is just a simple one question, but you do need to keep your eye out for some of the case studies where there might be multiple questions. So if you go to a question like question 8, you'll see that there's actually more than one question. So you want to make sure that you're covering all of the questions. You'll also find with the questions 3 and with question 2 that it's actually a multiple choice answer here. So you need to read the whole scenario, and it says to identify the ways the educator supports Eden's self-esteem. So you're allowed to pick as many as you think are relevant, and you need to actually get them all correct to pass this particular case study. The other question I wanted to move you towards is also case study 5. This one asks you to read the scenario and then to list 2 food safety measures. So when we talk about food safety measures, we're talking about 2 practices that an educator might undertake to make sure that Max is safe during his mealtime. So make sure you're detailing that information as well. The last case study that I want to guide you to is actually case study 10, which is the last one. This is the case study that gets you to look at the regulations and also gets you to look at the national quality standards. So make sure you have those documents available when you're completing the task. And also remember that if you're using information off there, you need to reference it, that you can use it as a government document. Once you've finished, as always, you just submit up the top for your trainer and assessor.